How fun was that, dude? I mean, that must have been. I mean, and you had your moments with the Spurs and the Mavs where you fell short, and I'm sure there was some criticism, and it wasn't all gravy, it wasn't all roses, but for the most part, balling with that crew in that city must have been unbelievable.
The more we get removed from it, the more we understand. Like every time I go back to Miami, people pull me to the side, even if I'm just walking down, pre-COVID and everything. But they would be just like, man, you remember how it was. It was more than just a basketball game. Every game, like Floyd is there, Ray Ross is there, Khaled is there,
Bieber was a big Heat fan that day.
The Biebs is in town tonight. Pat Riley's up there sitting with Michael Douglas. You know what I mean? And that's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, wait till the Lakers, come to town.
It was
just a fun time.
It was a circus every Heat game. I remember.
For sure.
And I didn't see all of them, obviously, but I remember every Heat game I watched. It was like amazing. Like when it would be like
a lot of fun.
It was like what do they call it? Celebrity Row in LA, whatever it is. It's like, or is that in New York?
No, either way, but it was one of those cities.
Everyone again, like you said, on a Tuesday night, it was crazy. I remember, dude, that I was probably mid college at that point, and maybe mid to late college, whatever it was. And like we were living in the summer, and we went out to go watch your announcement party, where like the not one, not two, and like we gotta go to a bar to watch this.
Where were you?
I was in Newport, Rhode Island.
You were in Newport. They showed that on TV there?
Yeah. It was everywhere, man.
So let me tell you. So I know, everybody we can laugh at it now. Everybody kind of gives us a tough time. But, dude, we didn't know that was televised everywhere. At least I didn't know. It's like, Fox Sports, Miami, the South.
Right. Yeah.
We didn't know it was, at least I didn't know it was televised everywhere. So
how in that moment, were you was there any part of you that was like, this is a little silly, or you were like, fuck it, let's just go have some fun?
I want it all.
Yeah.
Look at this. There's 20,000 people here, and it's no basketball. And
crazy.
Come to find out, like it was already set up for a concert. Yeah. We were just that in between day, and so I watched wrestling all my life. So I knew exactly what to do. You can watch the replay. You saw what I was doing. I'm like, crowd activation, baby. Give it to him, baby. Ric Flair. You got to give him that Ric Flair. Hey. How y'all feeling tonight over here, baby?
You know what's so funny though? Like when you put it that way, that sounds like fun and likable. Like if you guys were maybe able to preface that or explain yourselves afterwards, where it was like, yeah, man, to me that was like I was living out a childhood dream of being a wrestler, as opposed to the other, the people who hated on you guys thought of that as like arrogance and like they're so cocky, and it's like I was pretending to be fucking Ric Flair for the night, man. Leave me alone.
Well, I mean, it's one of the things too. Like, what do you think happened? Do you think we, said, hey, we're coming to Miami? All right. We need a stage over here. All right. I want the crowd there. We didn't plan it, but I still understand, why everyone reacted the way they did. I totally get it. We're in our own world, bro.
I saw you on Shannon Sharp's podcast, and you were talking about how, I never realized that it got cut. Where LeBron, he didn't say we're coming here. He said we don't want to win just one, or we don't want we want to come here and win. Not one, not two, not three.
Of course we want to.
And it's just like we want to. Of course we want to. He wasn't guaranteeing it, but it's cut so short that it seems like he's making a guarantee up there.
We gave it right to him.
Yeah.
Not one, not two, and then it gets spun, and it's like, boy.
Was there ever a talk like, yo, Bron, you had to say 8, dude. You couldn't have stopped at 3. You had to say 7 and 8, man.
Hey, for real, we were there. In my mind, I said, yo, we could win. We could be the first team to win 4 championships in a row. And
it wasn't that crazy. And if it wasn't for Tim Duncan.
You're just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Yeah, you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, man. You're not really thinking about how hard it is. You don't know how hard it is. You don't know about what's about to come your way. You don't know that you're about to go on stage and people will perceive that you're going to win 8 championships in a row. You know what I'm saying? We got thrown a lot of curveballs pretty quick, but that's the business, and we had to learn that. And
well, it was still a pretty successful run, Chris. Yeah, I mean, you made it out.
Yeah. With that said, look, we still delivered on some fronts. It's extremely hard winning the championship. It's hard going back to back. I have so much more respect for the Laker teams and the Bulls teams that did it, because it's damn near impossible to three-peat. But, we had a crack at it, and that's all you can ask for sometimes.